Tanya has also sent me the answer. Amalya, Nazira, Fatima, and who else is it? Abir. Okay. Mariam. So everyone has sent me the answer. The right answer is B. Okay, the right answer is B. Okay, Abir, can you explain why did you say A? First of all, this is crystalline solid. Okay, first of all, this is crystalline solid. So obviously, it won't have this property, which is regular arrangement in short distance. It will have in long distance. So this can never be the correct option if you are talking about crystalline solids property. Okay, so it will always have a long range order, not a short range order. Okay, Abir.
Yes, sir.
Mm, how okay? Okay. Try this. You have to think in terms of electrical conductor, and everything is a solid, so you don't have to think about. Okay, I've got answer from Abir. It is not an electrical conductor. Okay, which of the following is not an electrical conductor? Okay, Amalya, I've got answer from okay. Nazra has given me one answer. Fatima has also given me one answer. So it is Abir, Amalya, Nazra, Fatima. Waiting for Sania and Mariam. Sania has given me an answer, and Mariam has given me an answer. Okay. So I hope everyone is very clear about magnesium, because magnesium is a metal, right? Magnesium is a metal, and hence what it would do, it will conduct electricity. It would conduct electricity. Now, in this we have titanium oxide. Now, titanium is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal, and they will be making ionic solid, right? They will be making ionic solid. Now, when titanium and oxygen they are making ionic solid, what is happening? That is a It is a metal, it is a non-metal ionic solid, it will conduct electricity. Now, what about I2? I2 is a non-metal, right? So it won't conduct electricity. So this won't conduct electricity. What about H2O? Now, H2O is composed of everything which is a non-metal. That is why pure H2O, it will never conduct electricity. Whatever the conduction of electricity is present whenever you have tap water, that tap water consists of some salt. Okay, hardness of water, you have learned that some amount of salt is always present, and that salt is responsible for the conduction in electricity in H2O, not the water itself. Okay, not the water itself. So H2O won't conduct the electricity also, right? So that is why the correct answer would be C. Correct answer will be C. Assalamu alaikum, Ahmed. How are you? Walaikum assalam.
Sam, how about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Okay. So this is the second question. Please write this down if you have not written it, and you can take a screenshot or anything, and then we will move to the further next one. Okay. This is something that you have to solve. So please. Did you guys solve the model question paper, sample question paper by CBSE? from the CBSE website?
No, sir.
You haven't? Okay, you don't have that. What about others? Anyone has the sample question paper from CBSE?
No, sir.
No, you guys don't have. Acha. Sanya, you have. Okay. Sanya, can you share that with others? Yeah, please do that. Okay. Sample question paper and there is a solution also. Now, what I am be doing is I will be posting that in the chat box. So those who are using laptop, they can access when I put any file in the chat box, I guess, but not the phone users. At the end, just remind me to share the sample question paper, okay? Okay, solve this, okay? This would require pen and paper. Okay, Sanya has given me the answer. I'm waiting for others. I've got only from Sanya as of now. I've got from Amalya, Fatima, and Ahmed. Nazira has also given me the answer. Mariam. Okay, Fatima has also given me the answer. Sanya, Fatima, Amalya, Ahmed, Mariam. Okay, waiting for Abir now. Okay, so in a face-centered cubic lattice, atoms of A occupy the corner position. So A is in the corner. Okay, that means number of A atoms will be equal to 1 by 8 into 8, which is equal to 1. A is now B in the phase center position. If one atom of B is missing from one of the phase center point, the formula phase center -1. Okay, phase center -1. One atom is missing. Now, if one atom is missing, there are how many phases? There are 6 phases, right? So atoms are present in 5 of the phases, and each of the phase has the contribution 1/2. Right? Each of them has contribution 1/2. This is equal to 5/2. So the formula is A1 B 5/2. We will put this in whole number ratios. So when I multiply A with 2 and B with 2, I will get A2 B 5, right? I will get A2 and B 2 into 5/2. Thus 2 and 2 will cancel each other, and you will get the answer A2 B5. C is the right answer. I can see Amalya and Abir did a mistake. So this is the point I think you may have missed, that phase center -1. If one atom of B is missing from one of the phase center, then you have to subtract one atom from the phase center. Now there are 6 phase centers. Subtract 1, you will get 5, and 5 into 1/2 is equal to 5/2. Now this is the same procedure that we have been doing while solid state, where we were studying the solid state, right? We write A, then the position, then we calculate how many is there, then I circle it, then for B, then I circle it, then I write it like this, and after that we convert them into whole number ratios. Okay, try this one. This is something you don't have to calculate. You must have memorized this one. Total number of tetrahedral voids. If you remember the one slide in which I made 1D, then I substituted with, I split with 2D. Then in 2D I had A and AB. Then I did another 2 fragments. Then we got everything. Okay. Okay, Sanya has given me the answer. And Sanya has given me the answer. Amalya has given me the answer. Okay. Yes, Sanya and Amalya only. I'm waiting for others. Okay, Nazira. Okay, Fatima. Ahmed, waiting for Mariam now. Mariam has not given me any answer. Yes, Mariam. Yes, the correct answer is B. The correct answer is B, that is 8. Number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2n, right? Where n is the number of atoms. The number of atoms in face-centered unit cell, number of atoms in face-centered unit cell is equal to 4. And when I multiply this by 2, this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to 8. Okay. So you must have said this 12 will be present if you have hexagonal HCP packing. Okay, HCP packing in 3D, then you will have 12 tetrahedral voids. But if you have face centered, then it will be 8. Moving to the next one. This and the previous. Okay, let us see how many. We do it right now. Ahmed has given me the answer. Okay, Amalya has also given me the answer. Amalya Ahmed Sania. Zero. Fatima, you haven't studied now. Huh? Did you revise anything, Fatima? Yes.
I revised, sir, but I don't know the answer.
You didn't know about the exam.
I didn't. I don't know the answer.
Actually, you don't know the answer, you're saying. Mm. You'll be regretting. Think for a while, na? Think for a while. Okay, Mariam has also given me the answer. Fatima Sania. Okay, I think everyone has given me the answer. Yes, correct, Fatima. Okay, thank God you got it. This is just yeah, correct, exactly. That's B. We have just discussed it, right? A total tetrahedral voids will be in face center cubic unit. It will be 2n. Now, if it is Z, it will be 2Z, right? If it is Z, it will be 2Z. Now, see ABC packing will give you cubic closed packing. Okay, this is the cubic closed packing. And when you get cubic closed packing, you will have the unit cell, which is FCC. You'll have the unit cell, which is FCC. If you have, this is all in 3D. Okay, this is all in 3D. If you have AB type packing, here you will get the hexagonal closed packing, and here you will get the hexagonal unit cell. Here you will get the hexagonal unit cell. For FCC, the number of atoms is equal to number of atoms Z is equal to how much? It is equal to 4. For hexagonal unit cell, the number of atoms is equal to 6. Now tetrahedral voids is equal to how much? 8 here, and tetrahedral voids here it will be 12.
Well,
But whatever this, yes, you are saying something.
nothing.
Okay, so whatever this number is, that doesn't matter because you have this 2Z here. Okay, the Z is given here. So 2Z is the right answer. Most of you have given the right answer. Okay, this one. The next question is regarding the defects. I've tried to avoid questions that are very much numerical type because you have them in the NCERT. So what I am thinking is that you will complete the NCERT. Okay, please complete the NCERT. There will be at least a few questions from the NCERT directly. Even if it is an MCQ, then also they will give you some problems, which will be very, same as NCERT. Okay, so please complete the NCERT. Okay, Amalya has given me the answer. Okay, Amalya. Okay, Sanya. Okay, Nazira and Ahmed has given me the answer. Veer has given me the answer, waiting for Mariam. Yes, Mariam. Okay, Fatima has also given. Fatima is. Okay, now Mariam. Yeah. So this is a short key defect, not a Frankel defect. If you remember Frankel, how you should remember Frankel is that it gets frank. It gets very much frank. It gets frank. So if you have some like this, then the positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So this should be the This is the ideal thing that should be present, right? This would be the ideal thing that should be present, positive, negative. But what happens? Some of the positive, they move from there and they occupy some other place. For example, they will occupy this place. They are getting very much frank. So that is how you will remember. Then the next one is Schottky. In Schottky defects, what happened? There are some atoms short. Okay, there are some atoms short. So we have here Na is missing. Here we have again Na is missing. Here Cl is missing, and here Cl is missing. So there are a few missing atoms. That is why some atoms have become short, hence it is Schottky. This is how you remember it. Okay, this is how you remember Schottky and Frankel. Now, interstitial defect and Frankel defect, they are the same thing. Interstitial defects and Frankel defect, these are the same thing. Now, when you have ionic solid, you say that it is Frankel defect and Schottky defect rather than interstitial defect. Okay. Next one, this is easy. I just told the answer for this, if you can remember. Oh, okay. Anya has not answered. I just gave the answer. See, Fatima and Sanya, do you want to change the answer? ABC is cubic closed packing. Okay, ABC is cubic closed packing, not hexagonal, not octahedral closed packing. We haven't even learned it. Okay, it is cubic closed packing. Now, this is also easy. This is edge, okay? I hope you know what is an edge. Edge center. Okay. Okay, Fatima. Okay. Okay, Sanya has also given me the answer. Malia, Abir, Ahmed, Fatima, Sanya. So waiting for Nazira and Mariam. Nazira has not given me the answer, right? Yeah, Nazira has not given me the answer. Yes, everyone except Abir. Abir, what is an edge? How many edges are there in a cube, Abir?
Sir, 8.
8 edge. And how many corners?
Corner.
Huh? How many corners?
6.
6 corners. How many faces?
And faces. 6.
6 faces. What is an edge? Okay, tell me. This is a corner or this is the edge?
Sir, this is corner.
So what is an edge?
Edge. So that straight line is edge.
Yeah, that straight line is the edge, no? So if you have the straight line as edge, and as you can see that you have this one room here. Now, please, you can imagine this now, right? You have the room here. This room has this, if you see your ceiling and take one of those lines in the ceiling, you can see that that line is shared by the next room, and it is also shared by the 2 rooms above it. So this particular line, it will be shared by this atom, sorry, this room, and also the room adjacent to it, and the top two rooms, right? That is why the contribution will be 1/4. It is being shared by 4 rooms, right? So each room has 1/4 of that atom. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now please do this. I have done this in the class also. If you remember it, it is very good. It will save a lot of time if you remember it.
So all the circles are joined, right?
Yeah, I mean, this structure is just to give you idea how to calculate it. Okay, this structure is not part of the question.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. These are joint, yeah. Mariam is like, I don't know. Okay, so you didn't do NCERT, Mariam. You haven't done the NCERT.
No.
Yeah, you should do the NCERT at least. Now, at least you should complete the NCERT. You have tomorrow tomorrow you have the model test paper. Ahmed is like, okay. Ahmed Tukka, na?
Sir,
That's a guess,
please
right?
जो भी मेरा लगा लिए बस. So
Sorry?
I'm not actually.
You're
I'm
not
not
actually.
understanding the question. What we have to find over here? The
You
radius
please
of
read it. Okay, radius of
an octahedral
octahedral
void.
relative
The
to the
small one.
yeah relative. This is R, and then you have to divide the relative to the
Okay,
radius.
this one. I thought we had to find R plus that orange area.
Acha, so you remember it, I guess now.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you do it? The NCERT. There's a question on NCERT. The same
No,
question.
sir, I did not.
You look at
Class.
the notes.
No, class
No.
work. I did not see the work, but I remember that.
Acha, you remember the classwork. Okay, yeah, we have done this in class.
Hypotenuse area. I mean hypotenuse.
Okay. Mariam has also okay. No, Mariam is like I don't know. Sania has given me the answers. Mariam को तो numbers देख के डर लग जाता लगता है. Sania has given me the answer.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, Amalya. Nazira has also given me the answer. Okay. Those who don't know the answer, can they at least tell me which of the options are wrong? Which of the options are absolutely wrong? Yes, Mariam?
Sir, we don't know the answer. How will we say?
Sorry? No. You can at least eliminate a few options. No, I mean, I can see some options which can be eliminated without even knowing about, if you just look at this picture, you can eliminate at least 2 of the options.
A and D.
A and D, right? Now you have just B and C. Then even if you want to guess something, then you should have some strategy, right? You should not at least eliminate. Okay, you can eliminate 2 options as of now. Maybe after a while you can eliminate the third option also. Then you will get to the right one. Okay, fine. So R and R, the correct option is 0.414. Okay, 0.414. How did we go it? Refer notes. Refer notes. Okay. Now, at this point, what I want to do is I want to introduce you to radius ratio. The only reason that I'm introducing to radius ratio, which is not in the syllabus, okay, which is not in the syllabus, but I saw the CBSE sample paper. They gave you that passage type of questions which they are starting to give now. In that passage,
Yes.
they have introduced the radius ratio. Okay, they have introduced the radius ratio, and obviously, whatever the passage will be there, I think that will be not from NCERT. It will be something above NCERT that you understand and comprehend. So if you get those kind of questions, then you must be familiar with radius ratio. Okay, now before that, I want you to just compare the sizes of these voids: triangular void, tetrahedral void, cubical void, and octahedral void. Just make a guess, okay? But kind of informative guess. ऐसे बिल्कुल ऐसे अंदाज ही तुक्का मत मारिएगा. Please compare the voids, which will be the larger, which will be smaller, and so on.
Sir, can you explain me the sign?
Explain you the sign.
Yeah, I mean the one opening the mouth, like towards opening mouth is the bigger one, right?
Yeah, that is the biggest. Then
Okay.
you have, these are the biggest. You have triangular, tetrahedral, octahedral, and cubical. Okay, Fatima Ahmed, Amalya has also answered. Okay, yeah. So some of you have answered rightly, but Amalya, it will be B. Okay, it will be B. Okay, so you have triangular void. Yeah, Ahmed, I saw that you have changed the answer to B. So you have triangular void in which you have only 3 atoms which are making a void. So obviously that void will be very compact. There are only 3 atoms. Now, as we start increasing the number of atoms, what will happen? The void, whatever we are making, that will also, the size of the void, they will also start to increase. They will also start to increase. Okay. Now see, if I have the radius ratio, radius ratio, you can imagine as of now is the small r, it represents the voids ratio, and r represents the atom which is making void. So I can say that for triangular, it is the smallest triangular radius ratio, because these are the capital R, the atoms which are making the void, they are all same. So what I can say that this is the same trend will be followed if I also measure the radius ratio. If you also measure the radius ratio, okay. Now, then you will have to learn a table. You don't have to learn a table. You just be familiar with this table and how to use this table in examination. They will give you this type of table. Okay, they can have some more rows and columns, but this will be the kind of table that you get. So for example, what are the radius ratio? See, here they have said that it is R positive divided by R negative. So whenever you have an ionic solid, in ionic solid, we have the cation in void because it is of small size, and anion as the packing. Okay, anion as the packing of atom packing. Okay, anion as atoms making those void. So that is why R positive by R negative. So when you have void, now you can also remember that R positive is radius of the void and R negative is radius of the atom. You can also imagine it like that. But essentially in ionic solid, what happens? It is radius of cation divided by radius of anion. Okay, radius of cation divided by radius of anion. Now when that radius, it is between 0.155 and 0.225. Now tell me, do you understand the meaning of these brackets? Yes or no? Do you understand the meanings of these bracket?
So which bracket?
Yes.
Yeah, concentration, right?
Arey bhai sahab, mathematics bracket. These are mathematics
I
bracket.
mean close bracket and open bracket. Yeah.
Yeah, this type of bracket. What does this mean? What does this mean? In range
It
and
is.
domain functions,
Yes.
functions, range and domains. Do you remember, mathematics students?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Mariam, can you please explain what are these? If I have square bracket, that means
If it is square bracket, then you should use, you can
Bracket.
use that value.
yeah, that value is included. Okay, so that means
It's included.
yeah, that is included. So 0.155 to 0.225, but this 0.225 is excluded.
So,
That means correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So radius ratio is like this. And when you have this type of radius ratio, when the radius of void and radius of atom, it lie between the range 0.155 and 0.225, then we have a trigonal planar void. Okay. And if it is from 0.225 to 0.414, it is tetrahedral. And starting from 0.414 to 0.732, it is octahedral. And at last, we have the cubical void that is made by the body centered cubic. Okay, it is made by the body centered cubic. Okay. Now, these are the two, these and this. Okay. Please remember these also, the examples. They can directly ask about NaCl, and you have to remember that NaCl, it is from 0.414 to 0.732. Okay. Now then you have the possible coordination number. You have the possible coordination number. So then you have possible coordination number of the cation. It will be 4. In octahedral, it will be 6, and it will be 8 in the body-centered cubic. It will be 8 in the body-centered cubic. Okay, this is the same point that I have written here. You just use this table to understand what are the different possible coordination number and what are the different structural arrangement that can happen. Okay, the structural arrangement that can happen. Okay, so in annex solid, okay, this is again, this is a from, let us start 0. If I start from here to here, this will be triangle. If I go from here to here, it will be tetrahedral. From 0.414 to 0.732, it will be octahedral. And then from here to here, it will be body centered cubic. Now, for example, you have been given this problem. A solid compound XY has NaCl structure. If the radius of the cation is 100 picometer and the radius of anion is, what will be the radius of anion? So first of all, you have to see NaCl structure. What will be the radius ratio? So what will be the radius ratio? Here you will take 0.414. Okay, here you will take the 0.414, the starting point. You will take the starting point, that is 0.414. From here you will say that, okay, R positive divided by R negative is equal to 0.414. How did I get 0.414? I started here, NaCl, it has 0.414 radius ratio. It has 0.414 radius ratio. Then I know the radius of the cation. Yeah, I know the radius of the cation, which is equal to 100 picometer divided by radius of anion is equal to 0.414. Therefore, radius of anion will be equal to 100 picometer divided by 0.414. Okay, divided by 0.414. Now, please, all of you tell me, you have, okay, all of
So
these values.
we have to convert the picometer into meter, or it is fine.
No, array, you have seen these options now. These options are in picometer. Why you will have to convert?
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so you will get the option C as the answer. Okay, if you solve this, you will get the option C as the answer. Okay, so this is how you will use the table. This is how you will use the table. Whatever, if you have been given NaCl structure or they are given the radius ratio directly, then you will make this equation R positive divided by R negative is equal to 0.414. They can also ask what is the coordination number. Okay, they can also ask what is the coordination number. For example, they said that the radius ratio of a certain compound was found to be 0.414, and what is the coordination number for that compound? So you will say that it is 6 from the table, but they will give you the table. Okay, you don't have to learn the table, you have to know how to use this table. If you look, Sanya, please share that sample question paper. The last question in that question paper, the passage type, it is from radius ratio only. So please read that, try that question. Okay, try that question. Okay, back to our part. Yeah, Bravia-Litus are of how many types? Bravais lattice are of how many types? Yes, Sanya, correct. Fatima, you will revise again. आप अच्छे से पढ़ के नहीं आई हैं. Yes, I can see that. That option is option A. Okay, Amalya, Sanya, Fatima, Ahmed. Waiting for Abir, Mariam, Nazira. You don't remember, guys? No, that's wrong. 14 types, okay? Bravais lattice are of 14 types. There are the crystal systems, if you talk about, there can be chrome TTS. Those are of 7 types. But Bravais lattices, whenever I say lattice, it means that I've started to put atoms. Okay, what 7 types you remember now? These are the systems, crystal systems, in the sense that you can have
Yes.
solid shapes like that. Okay, you can have solid shapes which can make 3D structures. Okay, from unit cell to 3D, you can have those 7 types. But when I start putting atoms, you can have to also include the FCC, the simple cubic, the edge-centered also, the face-centered also. Okay, so when you also insert the atoms, then it will be 14 types. If you remove the atoms, there will be 7 types. If you put the atoms, there will be 14 types. Okay, so Bravais lattice, these are of 14 types. Bravais lattice are of 14 types. This lattice, it means that you have atoms. Okay, you have atoms. Okay, this one first. Presence of Frankel defect in a crystal. What does it do with the density? Okay, I have got from Ahmed, Amalya, Sanya, Nazira, Mariam. Okay, Abir has also sent me Fatima and Mariam. अरे आप लोग आयतल कुर्सी पढ़ के जवाब दे रहे हैं क्या? इतना लेट क्यों लग रहा है आप लोग को? फातिमा, मरियम, डोंट नो द आंसर. Okay. Here you will have again, you will have some defects like this. Okay, these are positive, negative atoms. So what happens in a Frankel defect? Some positive atom they displace, right? Positive atom they displace. Okay, no. For example, here we should have a positive, but it got displaced and it was here. As we can see that we have not removed any atom, neither we have added any atom in this particular defect. That is why the density, the mass is not changing. Mass is not changing. And that is why the density will also not change. Okay, last, please answer this question and then we will be done with solid state. Everyone, please remember one thing, that no matter how many MCQs that I will be doing with you guys, if you don't complete the NCERT exercises, your preparation is not over. Okay, please start fixing some days in which you complete the NCERT. Okay, you complete the NCERT exercises for each chapters. You have 5 or 6 chapters, right? You have 5 or 6 chapters. Please pick up a day, complete the NCERT exercises. Once you will be done with the NCERT exercises, then only you will have some confidence over the lesson. Otherwise, you won't have confidence over the lesson. Tomorrow is not the examination. If you don't give the examination tomorrow, nothing is going to happen. Okay, you have examinations on December.
Yes, sir.
You have completed the syllabus, right? You have learned things one time. You just have to solve NCERT. It won't be, you can do at least 2 to 3 chapters in one day. If you just fix one day for chemistry, you can complete 2 to 3 chapters of NCERT exercises in one day.
So how much hours?
You have to sit until and unless it is completed. You don't have to. Up to घंटे की बात रही नहीं ना. You cannot talk about hours now. Hours is talked when you start. For example, if in the starting of 12th standard, I will give half an hour for problem solving every day. Then you can talk about hours. But when you are preparing for some examinations, you have to deal with chapters, no matter how much time it is going to take. Okay, let us see. Oxide ions, they occupy half of the
So 1 minute.
octahedral void. Okay.
So 1 minute.
Okay, let us see. Oxide ions, they occupy, first of all, it is a CCP structure. CCP structure, that means it has face-centered cubic as the unit cell. The Z for face-centered cubic is equal to 4. So number of octahedral void, and this 4, this is for M, okay? M ion forms CCP structure. That means M is equal to, this is for M. Number of octahedral void is equal to how much? It is equal to 4. And number of tetrahedral voids, it is also equal to how much? It is also equal to 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. But if I talk about oxygen, it is occupying half of OV, which is equal to how much? Half of OV is equal to 2. And half of tetrahedral voids, which is equal to how much? Half of tetrahedral voids is equal to 4, right? Half octahedral and half tetrahedral voids, right? So the total will be, O will have how much? 6, right? So 6. So it is M4O6. So this will be equal to M2O3. Okay, guys. Okay, fine. So all the best for tomorrow. Share the question paper tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.